Hey, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm gonna talk about top 5
best DDR4 RAM.
Starting at number 5.
Corsair Dominator Platinum. The Corsair Dominator Platinum RGB 3600 MHz 32GB DDR4 is one of the best-looking premium gaming RAMs in the business. While it offers a middle-of-the-road option for gamers and enthusiasts in terms of its memory modules, one can argue that these still hold their own, while being good enough for most gamers. The difference between these and performance memory will only be felt in very CPU and memory-intensive use cases. While the RGB lighting is top-notch thanks to control via ICUE as well as its use of Capellix RGB LEDs, Corsair also claims that its patented DHX heatsink technology keeps temperatures low by fusing it to the PCB to allow it to pull heat away effectively from the module.
Coming at number 4.
Silicon Power Value. The Silicon Power Value Gaming DDR4 16GB, 8GBX2, 3200 MHz CL16 RAM kit is an excellent budget-oriented option for gamers and enthusiasts on a tight budget. It offers better value than any of the DDR4-based alternatives that are currently available from many retailers, but also makes compromises when it comes to aesthetics, offering a single-sided heat spreader which some users might not be a fan of. These are single-sided RAM modules, so this does not impede performance but might not be something that gamers going for a certain aesthetic would appreciate. The Silicon Power Value Gaming Memory Kit skips on RGB, but at less than $30 a pop, this isn't something one can hold against a pair of memory modules that cater to budget users. However, some users pointed out that its XMP profile sometimes requires a higher voltage offset to perform in stable conditions on certain motherboards. These RAM modules work well on both AMD and Intel platforms and meet the specs of the 12th and 13th generation Intel CPUs on DDR4 motherboards.
At number 3.
Corsair Vengeance LX. Corsair's Vengeance series has been on the market for a while now. From excellent DDR3 Vengeance memories to high-performance DDR4 memories, Corsair never disappoints. To this day, this particular Vengeance kit is a bestseller on Amazon, driving in nearly 100,000 positive reviews. There are a couple of reasons why users are going with this kit compared to others. Firstly, the RAM kit is priced very well, making sure that users can have an ideal clock speed and good cache latency for their systems. Although there aren't any RGB LEDs on the heat spreaders, the modules still look aesthetically pleasing with the black aluminum heatsinks. Users can achieve up to 3200 MHz of clock speed through Intel XMP 2.0 on 16-20-20-38 latency, which is exceptional. It will also work pretty well with AMD motherboards too, but it's best to use it on Intel platforms for achieving the sweet spot performance. Apart from the specs, the memory modules are widely appreciated for their low-profile design, providing ample clearance for air CPU coolers. Whether users are installing a single tower or even a dual-tower CPU cooler like the Noctua NHD15, the RAM sticks will never interrupt the cooler's installation. They can also work better in small form-factor PC builds where every inch of space is valuable.
Number 2 of my list.
G.SKILL Ripjaws V. With 3600 MHz offered at a timing of 16-19-19-39 as part of its XMP profile, these are ideal to pair with AMD's Ryzen 3000 and 5000 series processors, which are much more sensitive to RAM modules compared to Intel's more broad 3200 MHz requirements. This means that the Ripjaws V kit works well with both Intel and AMD's latest DDR4 supporting processors, including the Ryzen 7 5800X3D or even the Intel Core i9-13900K if needed. AMD's Ryzen 7000 series processors do not work with DDR4 memory, unlike Intel's current generation options, however. All in all, if RGB lighting is not a large concern, and users can deal with the fact that the Ripjaws come with the bare minimum when it comes to packaging, G.SKILL has people covered at a price point that is hard to beat for a well-established memory product in today's increasingly competitive PC hardware market, especially for gaming or enthusiast-grade memory options.
And number 1.
Corsair Vengeance RGB. The Corsair Vengeance RGB RT 32GB 3600 MHz is an excellent AMD-centric RAM kit that offers better clocks and latencies than more mainstream DDR4 memory. This makes it a desirable memory kit for AMD Ryzen-based processors which often exhibit significant performance gains at higher memory clock speeds and tighter timings. That doesn't mean Intel-based CPUs won't perform well or be just as fast, however. Intel's DDR4 memory requirements for older 12th and 13th Gen CPUs recommend 3200 MHz DDR4 memory, which this kit exceeds in spec comfortably. With a CAS latency of just 16, this also happens to be one of the lower latency memory options. The excellent RGB lighting can easily be customized by both third-party applications and Corsair's revamped ICUE software, which also allows for more fine-grained control over its lighting effects.
Check out this video description for latest price and more informations. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe and stay tuned.